and welcome to the show. We are here today on GTA 5 again, going racing with some of the new cars, finding out how many vehicles wide we can fit on a start line. Apparently we're going to go for just about everybody. You know what? Normally I'd go to the back, but why not join in this utter chaos? I mean, there's one car who is probably doing the sensible tactic of not. I mean, what is this? What is this? Is going to be a big crash at turn 1. We've got the Dynasty. It is probably not going to be that fast. We did just do a practice race using the other car we're going to film today. That's a supercar. And, that's not handbrake. Is that handbrake? I don't actually know. Probably not. Either way, we are off and underway. We're going to be further back. The skittle bag of classic cars has had a crash before turn 1. How have we managed to have a crash with this? I don't know. We really shouldn't have done. Uh-oh. Now, turn 2 of this circuit. Oh, no! Oh, bad things have happened. Bad things have happened. Bad things have... Okay, they could have gone worse. They went worse for pink. Worse things went on further back. How did I not get killed in that? I think that is entirely because we're in a terribly slow car. We somehow survived. It's been an exciting start to the race. I think it is safe to say. There have been shenanigans. There has been slight chance of rolling. There's been weirdness. I don't know what else you could ask for, really, in a motor race. Right, shall we now try and get a better... well, further up the order? Let's do that. We're doing a 4-lap race with these cars, mainly because they're not very fast. This particular track, by the way, is made by Brazen, who is up ahead driving the yellow machine. It's a really good track. I really enjoy driving this one. It's... what do they say? You know, good circuits work with fast cars and slow cars, and this track does very much work with just about everything. Overtaking isn't too bad around here, either sensibly into a corner. A little bit of slipstream is always helpful. I don't think these cars can bump draft very well, judging by the amount of like getting tipped sideways that goes on. Where did Ninetales come from? Why was Ninetales flying? I'm not quite sure. Ninetales has found it. Ninetales tends to find new lines around circuits. I have a feeling I know where Ninetales went. Tried it in practice and it failed miserably, but by the looks of it, Ninetales might have got it working this time. I've got no slipstream off the back of Longbow's car, and we're going to lose out to the red machine. Now we're on to the start-finish straight. Longbow's going to go for the old curb boosting. Well, I can't go to the curb boosting because Ewan's over there doing it. Me and Ninetales are going to have to try and slipstream up towards the group ahead. We've actually had a bit of a duff first lap here. It's not really been great, although we had a duff first lap in that we've kind of just got stuck in 9th and not really been able to move anywhere. However, the leaders aren't very far away. As is often the case, slow cars make good racing. Oh, and Blakey, oh, it's all gone wrong. These things apparently spin really easily. I was just trying to get through. Now it's all really gone wrong. How are we this bad? How are we this completely incompetent? I say that. That was... a car gets caught on the rear of somebody else's car, and apparently these things just go round. I thought I could get through on the outside of that, but no, we just got stuck in and turned, and we're back to that 10th position again. Don't get the stop sticks on the outside. Yeah, I mean, there are track limits. If you extend too much, you're going to get in trouble there. Blakey, Team Orange, we need to work together again. Now, it's not entirely game over. Oh, Gliska's on the roof. What happened? I know what happened there. I have a fairly good idea. I wasn't paying attention far enough ahead. I'm willing to bet the pink car got a little too much on the inside. Clipped. There's a big curb piece. Clipped that, got airborne, and flew into the door of Gliska's car. I'll be willing to bet that is the chain of events that occurred there that led to a blue car upside down, because you don't normally roll on that section of track. Blakey, we're going to have to work together here. Team Orange has got a lot of work to do to try and catch up to the lead pack now. It's not impossible. We have slipstream and catch up on for just these kind of moments, but it's not going to be easy. We're going to have maximum teamwork and not do the normal thing that Team Orange does, which is stumble over itself and cause each other more grief. Now I'm going to go for the curb on the outside. Blakey will tuck in behind for some slipstream, and with any luck, between us, as the lead group will... oh, well, Blakey's not quite got as much off of that curb. I want to go back across to a normal line. We'll continue to give slipstream away. I know to some you might think this counterintuitive. Yes, I actually want to help a fellow car keep up with me, because we need to get back to the lead group. At the end of the day, a battle for 7th. If we run the final half a lap and that's all we can do, then we'll battle for 7th. But at this stage, we've got nearly two laps to try and be better than 7th. You know, I'd rather take a second than squabble unnecessarily over 7th position. That's why we will always work together until the final lap. It does, generally that is how it will go in these. Everyone will try and work together. Mistakes will happen, of course, and then the final lap, no one gives an inch and something bad's going to happen. In this lead group up here, bats go wrong for the pink car, try to fit it side by side into a chicane where they really shouldn't have done. We will give Brazen some space, and we are kind of now with this group. We've kind of done the trick. We brought Blakey with us. We have. Perfect. In the end, normally we go for like swap positions with the slipstream. I've just managed to kind of curb boost, and the team ahead of, or cars ahead, have fallen over each other, and catch-up's done its work, really. So, here we go. We'll get a big slipstream. There is a red car through the middle, and that will take the lead away, as they were purple and green cars busy fighting. I think that's... Oh, there you go. Now the names come up. Crow and Scotty battling for that position. Now, this corner here is brilliant, but not if you're on the outside of a 2 wide. You don't really want to. Now this is going to go 3 wide towards the final hairpin. I might even try and make it 4. No, I won't. They're going to try and make it 3 on their own through there, and they all do make it through. I get a mega run off of the corner. I actually get the best run off of the corner of everybody. If this was the battle to the finish line, I mean, I kind of want to be on the curb, but you don't want to bump a tree. Who would win? Crow would probably... Oh, that'd be so close. I kind of want the final to go down like that. I just want it to go my way, really. Now the slipstream is going. Blakey's on the outside. Turn 2 is the one to watch out for. Turn 2 is deceptive. You go as everybody hits the wall on the outside. You go into turn 2. Oh, I might have pushed Stevie into that one. Not intentional. I don't know whether it was enough. I don't know if really much transfer went from me in that, because these are not fast. These are not fast at all. Can we have a sneak maybe up the inside down at the hairpin? No, Scotty's going to kind of cover that one. Blakey wants to have a look. We'll give some space. We don't want to get turned on the final lap. Crow is parked behind us, having a look. We get a mega run, but I can't... Ooh, that was a bad place for a run. Oh, no. No. 4 wide was not going to work through there. I was trying to back out of that one at the time. I realised it wasn't going to work. Ninetales and Stevie are going side by side through there. I'm taking a completely different line, trying to stay out of trouble here. We have the lead, but we are stuck wide of the corner. We will get back underneath Stevie as we all swap sides in this battle. Stevie gets the best run up the hill out of all of us. We'll end up getting slowed down. Here comes Blakey. There are so many cars barreling towards this final few corners. Stevie leads the way. I'm in second. Team Orange is somewhere up near the front. Here comes Ninetales. Here comes Gliska. We're going to go almost 3 wide through one of the fastest corners on the track. No one wants to be 3 wide through there. I've got a mega run up towards the hairpin, but that might not be enough. We want to try and go to the outside of Stevie here if we can. I haven't got anybody to slipstream off of. We just have to run the curb. That's the only choice I have got. Someone's surely going to have slipstream elsewhere. I don't know. It's going to be enough. We did it! Holy crap, the pile of cars behind us. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done that. I think they got so many of them side by side that they couldn't slipstream each other. I think they had so many cars side by side they couldn't get the slipstream off of each other, and that meant I could just sneak my way on that outside line. I mean, that is a ridiculous finish. Between me and 7th place, we were covered by 7/10 of a second. In fact, between me and 8th. In fact, Ninetales ended up 8th in all of that. That's how mad that finish was. As ever, the slower the cars, the more ridiculous the racing, apparently. So, for our second race here, we are taking the new Zaroon... I can't remember the name of the damn thing. It's the Italia design car, basically, with a slightly different back end and a near identical front. Something quite a bit faster than the last car. I mean, this is more suitable to racing, I guess, in some ways than the Dynasty, and yeah, quite a lot quicker. Acceleration, there's more grip, the brakes are better, the speeds are much higher. I don't want to be 3 wide through there. I don't want to be involved in that. Now, the Dynasty had issues with the spinning. These cars, we tested with these, you can't really get away with contact. You might get lucky, but more often than not, light contact leads to a big crash. And when I say light contact, I mean you breathe on the car ahead, they have a very big crash. And of course, because they are travelling so very quickly indeed, that... Whoa, Ninetales! Ninetales is over and out for now. crash of the day goes to Ninetales. I should have had the GTA recording on. That was brilliant. That jump, it's very, very difficult, and I mean insanely difficult. 9 times out of 10 you have a crash. You can actually use that jump to overtake cars, but it's more if you're lucky. Basically, if you have a really good run with a big slipstream pull, you hit that jump, you can get airborne and overtake cars. We saw it done on a stream race, and it was amazingly spectacular, but 9 times out of 10 you have a crash doing it. So it's a huge risk. I don't know whether that was Ninetales' idea or whether just Ninetales got it wrong over there and clipped the barrel and went for a roll. The fact that Ninetales was upside down suggests it wasn't an intentional try and find a way past over there. We're on the outside. The outside of turn 2 is dangerous. The way the corner tightens, I say the way the corner tightens up, but just the way the track is, the turn in makes the second corner here look a lot wider than it actually is. You don't carry as much speed, or you can't carry as much speed on the exit of turn 2 as you expect. So when you're stuck on the outside, you're always expecting the car on the inside to end up understeering out towards you. Crow managed to spin off the back of someone else's car at really low speeds. It's a bit weird. These cars are sometimes collisions are weird, basically. Ninetales has actually ended up ahead of me, despite... Oh, I got a nudge from behind. Ninetales is upside down again at the chicane. Apparently that's not a fun corner for them. Crow, you don't want to go play on the concrete, I can tell you that much. Concrete is bad around here. Oh, go a little slow on that one. It's all getting a bit busy. Just everything, of course, happens so much faster with these cars. They're not quite as bad. I think it's like the Emeris and the Wagner and so on. You've got a little bit more time to think what you're doing with these. They're not quite as tetchy on the old change of direction front, but supercars at the end of the day are still going to be very, very quick. Everyone's out wide. I will cut to the inside, but I get no slipstream friends, so no speed for me. We will probably catch the lead group before the end of the race. I certainly intend to. We're going to shoot through the middle. Don't want to do 3 wide here. Definitely don't want to do 2 wide through this bit. You see Crow falls into that same trap. Now we are going to go 3 wide there because I can... Oh, amazed my car shook that hit off. I think Mustang may have ended up putting Blakey round, so I was waiting over there. We're leading kind of a big pack of cars at the moment, heading towards the top 3, who are all side by side. Ewan is going to probably try... Yeah, we'll get a little bit of a curb boost. Is there going to be a car alongside? I was hoping they weren't going to do it. I think they fell into line. Yeah, Blakey did. Team Orange is going to do its teamwork again. Hey, the Team Orange teamwork worked last time. It lasted last time as well, in that there was no friendly fire incidences. That's the second time now a car's got big oversteer coming out of that corner as I've got on the throttle and I haven't. So that was... Ooh, there was a little... That's like a hurry-up nudge from Brazen. Are we clear? Yeah, no one's going to be going up the inside here. The leaders are still fighting. Oh, I braked it a smidge too early there. See, the line I like through that corner is maybe not the fastest on... It's quite early on the brakes, basically, into that corner. God damn, I'm too far back for any slipstream. Brazen's going to have all of the draft down towards here, but I kind of need that. We kind of need that leapfrogging effect to work if we're going to catch up. I will give Ewan plenty of space because I know, as I said, I know what that corner does. I know how that corner tightens up and how cars are so easy if you're stuck on the outside to get forced into the wall. Everyone gets a little bit of airtime over there as we're now pushing it. How many more laps have we got? A couple more, I think, to go? We do. Can we join... Well, we are basically in the battle now for the lead here. They're all fighting one another, so they're not really going to be able to do much. Nobody wants to go side by side into the chicane. It can be done, but it's sketchy. Brazen with a big dive. Not going to get any speed off the corner with that line. Longbow, I think, got tangled with someone behind. We're all... Nicely does it through here. This time around, no one's getting sliding. The top 6 are all in a line now. Espeska will take the lead. Brazen's looking for the outside. I've done that magnet thing I do sometimes, where we turn in a smidge too soon, and now I'm not in the line, but there was a big crash. In some ways I might have been better off. Oh, there's a... You know what? I'm glad I crashed. I'm really glad I crashed, because we just managed to pick our line through all of that, and now we're second. Who would have thought a crash was what you needed? Not me. Not me at all. Yeah, don't play too dangerous with those lampposts, Ewan. We got... I've got a couple of laps now to go, so we move on to lap 5, of course. Yeah. Ewan's in the wall. Yeah, I'm here, Frosty Gold Machine. There's a big pack of cars lining up behind us now from those spins. I don't know what started it. I think the car in the second, third, they may have tangled Again, it's just the smallest of bumps is all it takes just to get... Oh, no, Ewan! Well, I've put Ewan back, points. So, everybody in the front, about 8, have had a crash in this last lap. Mine amazingly came off the best because I crashed first and was therefore out of trouble by the time everyone else crashed, which means I now somehow lead the race. But I don't know if that's going to be... I don't think this is necessarily going to be enough. I'm nowhere near far enough away. They will catch me with the slipstream and the catch-up. We will have to fight for this one. Quite whereabouts we will have to fight, I don't know. And there is always a chance, of course, that they will stumble over one another before they get to me. This track is easy to make mistakes on. It's easy to ask too much of the car, especially if you're battling closely with a couple of other folks. It will, yeah, perhaps cause you some grief. Now, as I am the one out in front, I can... Oh, you've got to be careful if you want to go for the old curb boosting technique, especially when you're setting up for a corner. It's fine when you're on your own, or when you've got no cars behind you. You've got to be very, very careful that you don't swerve across in front of people. You'll take both of you out pretty much. Glisker is going to move up to the lead. I'm actually going to get a really, really good run. So, this is it, the final lap of the race. We are going to have to fight for it. And there was a bump on the outside. I think Mustang got too much... I think Mustang got slipstream over the crest and just too much speed in the braking zone. Ends up in the side of the turquoise car. We have got Frosty Gold lining up behind us. Ninetales is in there as well. Is someone going to go for the spectacular jump? Surely not. Not at this point in the race. I don't know if I want to go too defensive. The problem is he takes that defensive line, you're so slow on the exit, you're going to lose out anyway. And I want to be in a place where I can get on some curbs to try and use that. Ooh, it's sort of a weird bit of driving now. There's nothing up here. There are so many cars lining up behind me. Ewan spun. Ewan was just stuck in front of the pack. I think he moved across to try and get in slipstream or something and just wiped across the nose of someone's car. Couldn't really see though. Here comes Glisker to the outside. Don't clip the wall. That's what we can't do through there. You would crash in front of the entire pack. I've lost the back end. No, it's not good for me. It's not good for me, although we have got a huge draft. We've got a mega draft off of the back of Glisker's car. Oh, I'm actually going to push Glisker to victory. I had nowhere to go. I couldn't get my car past. I had no options, and I think I ended up pushing Glisker in front of Ninetales, who had a bigger run. We ended up third. I thought I'd got it for a second. I thought I'd got it, but it wasn't enough. Let's have a look. It wasn't. Glisker does take victory. Jeez. 1/10 of a second separates the top 3. A little bit further back. Second back to Blakey in 4th. Then Longbow ahead of Ewan and Brazen and Scotty. Mustang gets fastest lap at a 1:15 back in 9th place. That was a bonkers finish. What a race. What a track. Absolutely brilliant track. Thank you very much, Brazen, for building this wonderful, wonderful circuit. The cars are good. Both of them can be a little bit tetchy. The Dynasty proved interesting as ever. Slow cars are good fun. The Zaruso, there we go. The lightest contact could upset it, but it is a nice car to drive. What more can you want from motorsport, really, at the end of the day? There we go. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.